We're still going for 6,000 steps, and yeah, this is it. Still going for 6,000. Let me start a little bit slow here. You know, sometimes it's easier to do stepping, like when you don't challenge your body. I could simply be doing this and I say I'm stepping, but I want to challenge my body. That's why you see me doing weird moves. That's why you see me doing things that you don't expect me to be doing. So I want to challenge my body. I want my body to feel it. I want to see my body react to what I'm doing. If your body doesn't react, are you really doing anything? Because like when I started, if I do this, I would feel a lot of pain. I would feel my body cramp up. And then it reached some point like my body got used to doing this. So I had to find out some other move. So I started doing this. And my body would react to it. And yes, I kept on doing this until I got used to it. After that, I started going faster. And yes, my body would react to going faster. And up to now, it's still a challenge. I can't go faster like throughout, but yeah. So this became a part of me. Then I found doing this was working for me. Crossing my knees over, it was working for me. And it was targeting a different muscle group. So I added it onto what I was doing already. And then I found squatting, doing this. Squatting while doing. This is so far my biggest challenge when I'm stepping. That is so far my biggest challenge when I'm stepping. So for now, yeah, we do all those moves in one. All of them in one. So yeah, we have started. We have just started our steps. Yeah. 200 steps in. I feel like this was better. Lord, leave me on high ground. I feel like this is too high. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So let's go. Nyanya dwar kimyoti kwasia. Aunya kazin kibo. Nada kinedwa perandra dalera. Munumbia. Edo. Hi, how are you? can't read your name. Hello, how are you? I don't understand that language. Afazin look for that. Nika afazin Martini time. This is very challenging. The way I lift my knees higher, this is very, very challenging. At the beginning, I couldn't go at this speed, so I've noticed that my speed has increased. That's a good thing. Tomorrow morning I have lower body workouts, which I want to go live for. I'll be live again in the evening, tomorrow evening. You can check my other body workouts, from the previous live. I'm already tired doing this. Already tired. Happy Sunday, wherever you are. Happy Sunday to you. Do people say happy Monday? I feel like everyone dreads a Monday. enough wind blowing around, so I may not sweat that much. The struggle has begun. Oh, I'm going to take some time, about an hour. The struggle has just started. Hello, how are you? Hope everyone is okay. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you guys are fine. Whoa. We're already at 2,000. We're already at 2,000 steps. James Shid. James Heed. Hello, how are you? Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Your fitness matter. The pain matters. You must experience pain to be better. The pain matters. Oh, yes. Let's keep going. The wind stopped now. It's very, very hot. It's extremely hot. Whoa. Whew. Feel tired. We're already at 3,000. We're at 3,000. We're already at 3,000. 3,000 more to go. 3,000 more to go. Three thousand more to go. Whew. 3,000 more to go. Three thousand more to go. Let's take a good rest. I'm already feeling thirsty, but let me finish the workout first before I take anything. Hello, greetings to you too. How are you? My regards to you too. Okay, we're already at 5,000. We're going for 6,000. Tired already. I'm already tired, guys. I'm already tired. Going for 6,000 already. Oh, oh, 5,300. 5,300. We're going for 6,000 already. We're going for 6,000 already. Oh my God. I'm already so tired. Yeah, almost done. We're almost there. I'm already so tired, guys. Whew, I'm going to finish this slowly. Whew. Whew. Whoa. Almost done. Woo, 500 steps to go. 500 to go. 300 steps to go. $200 to go. Today is Sunday. The internet returned on Monday, I think. On Sunday. It should have been on Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Saturday night. Yeah. Saturday night. The internet returned. They switched us off on Tuesday evening. Whew. But the internet returned on Saturday night. Okay. So around 7 days ago, yeah, 7 days ago. About 7 days ago. I swear every Ugandan that's out of Uganda made a big deal out of this whole thing. But we are fine. Guys, we are fine. It was quite uncomfortable when they switched off the internet, but we expected it because this was done in 2011, 2016, 2020, no, 2016, 2021, and then this time around. So we were not surprised for Ugandans who have been here. And then like we expected it didn't feel that bad, but everyone, I don't know, everyone out of Uganda is making a very big deal out of it. We who are here, I don't think people were uncomfortable at the beginning. And then because we didn't know when exactly it was going to come back, even now that they've switched it on, it's not yet that stable. What's the government rationale for closing the internet? It's the propaganda on the internet. Now, you see what Ugandans in the diaspora are doing? They did not vote. I'm actually happy the government switched off the internet because this is what pushed them to switch off. Now, those guys didn't vote. We who voted, when they announced the president as the winner, like people accepted the results easily. Then those guys, everyone outside has been telling, I don't know what results they were telling. Now they're saying Bobi Wine won. Bobi Wine did what? He only won in 2 regions, Busoga and Buganda. Busoga and Buganda, only 2 regions. We have the northern. Those are sub-regions actually. Now, out of all these other sub-regions, there are like over 10 or how many? He only won in 2. And the difference he had with Museveni in those sub-regions was like a difference of 0.1, I mean 1%, 2%, and then in other parts of Uganda, northern region, eastern region, western region, other sub-regions, Museveni was leading by 70, 60, and what so on, guys. To be honest, we are done with our steps. They can complain all they want. This time around, Muse won. There was no rigging, no what. He actually won. Genuinely, he won these elections. I know in other countries when elections go on, like no one switches off the internet, but it's been a thing for Uganda, and like the citizens are used to. It's nothing new. But it's the people in the diaspora that are telling us that the elections are rigged. That are telling us that Bobby Wine won. Where? In which you tell us the district C won. In Kampala, they almost went draw with Museveni. Almost in Bobi Wine's own region. Yeah, when I googled, there wasn't any credible claims of rigging. They are not there. But Ugandans in the diaspora are making a big deal out of it. They're even telling us to go and protest. You can imagine, they're the ones telling us to go and protest. But you know what? The date they even suggested for the protest was a date for other elections, because on the 22nd we had mayors and councillors and LC5s being elected. Now they were telling us to go and protest on such a date. Do you know how much people were waiting for those elections? People have been waiting, especially for the mayors. Lord mayors of the cities, people have been waiting for those elections, and I don't think people had time to listen to the diaspora. I don't think, otherwise no one protested on those dates. So whenever you hear people making, it's true, there were some killings, which I won't deny. A few people were killed, like around 22 people were killed. Now, under the circumstances under which they were killed were that they were suspected to be in certain groups, and then some were being chaotic. That's what led to that. But that only happened in the central region. In northern Uganda, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that happened here. Yeah. News out, mainstream media and other news outlets like CNN, BBC, I think these days gave Bobi Wine too much importance. You know, as Ugandans, we want change. Even me, you see me here, I'm not in the NRM. We all want change. But the options we have for change, to be honest, we would rather stay with the old man. We would rather stay with the old man than opt for some change that is going to lead us to a worse place. So that's why Ugandans came out overwhelmingly and voted. Okay, the voter turnout was low, but the majority that voted for President Museveni. Even me, who is in the opposition, the last time I voted for Bobi Wine, I regretted it. So this time around, I voted for Museveni. I voted for Museveni. We will not fight battles that are aimless. We will not fight battles that are not going to lead us anywhere just for the sake of fighting. First of all, the guy has no proper manifesto apart from abusing the president, encouraging, inciting violence in his supporters. He has no proper manifestation. Exactly. You see, that's what they did to him. The same thing they are doing to our Mzee. We here, we are comfortable. We accepted the results. The diaspora is making noise. You told everyone to go and protest. Who did? You can protest wherever you are. When you're tired, you get back to normal. We are here, we are normal, we are fine, we accepted results, we voted NRM. Swap. Tick. Not even NRM, Museveni. Most of us voted for Museveni. Even me in the opposition, I voted for Museveni. Because the last time I voted for Bobi Wine, I regretted my vote. I feel like there are no Ugandans. I feel like there are no Ugandans on the internet actually telling they're there. I can't say that they're there, especially on TikTok. They're there telling everyone else, Museveni passed genuinely. They're there. Bobi Wine supporters are in Saudi Arabia. All these people who have gone to do maid work in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, they are there. They didn't come home to vote. It's only 2 million of them who voted. Only 2 million. Some of us who voted for him in 2021 we refused this time around. We are now on the silent majority. Mate? Bazidi mako yodu. Bazidi mako. Baz kama biata government keriba bimawa monzera rinira. We are now the silent majority. Ka irifreda ma afanditu azanga nditu. Why don't some people like Museveni? What did they claim he's doing wrong? You know, Museveni has been accused of a lot of things, some of which are true and some of which are false. From killing some of his generals and so on. Now, I don't know how true it is that he has been killing some of his generals, to claims of just so many things. Now, Museveni is a very wise man. When you're in the opposition, you don't give yourself enough time to listen to him, because you've been told that he's wrong. Like, that's all you take of him. That's all you take of him. Then there was a book that came out years back about Museveni's 50-year plans for Uganda, how he's going to rule Uganda for 50 years. Now, some people read that book and some did not. So for me particularly, I've never read that book, but the ones that read says Museveni wants to. Now, the reason I keep voting for Museveni is that I wish Ugandans had a better option. You know, we had Kizza Besigye 2011, from around 2001. 2011, I voted for Kizza Besigye, and guys, I was so passionate about being in the opposition. I love that man. Like, whenever he said he was going to he was going to protest, he would lead the protest himself. He was like a true freedom fighter. I love that man. And he was always lawful, and he wasn't abusive. But the current opposition, famous opposition party we have here, NUP, the leader, constantly abusing the old man. He's so tribalistic. He doesn't care about other people. Guys, we are not going to vote Bobi Wine in just because we want change. We do want change, that is true. There are some shortcomings of this government, and in the long run, he has also done well. Uganda as a country hosts so many refugees. It's one of the stable countries, the most stable country in East Africa. It's Uganda. So, he got rid of Konyi. The northern region suffered with Konyi and so on. At least we have seen peace for all these years. I remember when I was young in the 90s, you had to travel to Arua. Each time you would reach Karuma, like, that is the point you start worrying, Because from Karuma to Pakwach, anything could happen. You find people singing hymns in their languages, praying and doing what? No one sleeps from Karuma up to Pakwach because of the insurgency of Kony. He's alive. I actually saw a video today claiming that he's still alive. I believe he's alive too. So, you'd same thing if you were going to Kampala. And now remember, for the kids, they were not allowed to be given seats, so we would sit on the engine. They would put a box and then some cushion on the engine, would sit on the engine. But the engine, once it got hot, the cushion did not matter. That heat would burn you through the cushion. That heat would burn you through the cushion. My dear, Ugandan roads are much better off than when they were in the 90s. People are saying Mzee is not doing anything. That's not true. That's not true. Corruption is everywhere. No, corruption as in Uganda starts from the lowest level. And if we want to change the system, I believe the system has to be changed from the lowest level. We can't go and attack a system up there when the lowest level here is still like that. So if Ugandans want to change the system, we'll have to vote in better LC ones. We will have to vote in better councillors, mayors, lord mayors. Would have to vote in better MPs, better legislators, members of parliament. So these are the people that are going to go to the parliament. But in Uganda, people vote parliamentarians according to how much money they gave them. So if we have to change, some of these things are going to take a long time. And it is worse when you get a leader who is self-centered and yet is claiming he's here to change you people. So that's why we voted for Museveni. We are going slow. We overestimate the importance of power that head of states have. That's true. That's true. Like, we want to blame them for what's happening in the local government, and yet they send money to the local government. How many districts or cities are in Arua? City councils and so on. How many of them are in Uganda, I mean, at large? Even in West Nile, how many districts are in West Nile? So you can't expect Museveni to go to all these local councils and go there and say, how did you use this money? He has other issues of the state to deal with. So once we vote in better councillors and so on, that is when now they will be accountable. I mean, they will be doing their work and checking, did this money get used in the right way? Did this happen this way? And so it makes things easier. Now, by the time the system rises like this and reaches up there, you find things are changing. Whether the government or the head of state wants it or not, things are already changing. So, as a Ugandan, I don't like what the diaspora is doing. Not at all. They can protest wherever they are. We are fine. We are so fine. Have you heard of any protests in Uganda? They are not going to happen. And the fact that our government has like the best military in East Africa, we all know those who rise against how they go. Especially he did invade. Te ku ditale birin o dokiniko. Mugisha Junior, hi, how are you? Mugisha, hope you're okay. So that's what's been going on with elections and everything else. That's what's been going. I didn't know Uganda has the strongest military in East Africa. I don't think Ugandans brag about it or they mention it. But you can check, you can find out. If it's not the best, then it's the second. You can search, because the UPDF, he built it well. Being an army man, the president built it so well. He built it so well. I have friends in the army. I have friends, yeah, in the army. So at least I know what I'm talking about. So that's a wrap up of the Ugandan election affairs. No one should be lying to people that we are here crying for help. Though they made it seem like Ugandans are dropping dead everywhere. Whoa, mainstream media and social media. They have made it seem like you got their dead bodies dropping every corner, as if they what? It's been annoying. I even made videos about what the diaspora is doing, and some of the people in the diaspora have been reaching out and telling me, you stop. Because at first, some of them, like, I know this, they also supported NRM and they were fine with it. Then they found out maybe a friend of theirs is hurt about those things. Stop, people are hurt. They don't want to hear the truth. So I should stop telling the truth because someone feels hurt. Before elections, you know how much these Noop guys, they made us even think Noop was like, Ooh, anyway, I wasn't scared that the president would lose the elections, but I was like overestimating the power of Bobby Wine, according to what was on social media. So, but then I was also like, hold on a second. I have come from the opposition. I have come from voting for Noop in 2021, and now I'm voting for Mzee in 2026. Why would I think that the opposition still has a stronghold? Because I was also slowly seeing that people were turning away from Nope, National Unity Platform. So I was seeing that people were slowly turning away from it. And then the foot soldiers they had in 2021, most of those boys left Noop. They were not the same people they started with in 2021, and most of them left. Some of them were arrested, some of them are in hiding, and they are now coming out with testimonials telling people what happened, why they left, why they're being arrested. Meaning, this person is not actually loyal to his words. He doesn't give full commitment to the things he says. Now, something that pissed me off recently about Bobi Wine is in his campaigns. He was going around inciting violence in his supporters and telling them the Ugandan force, police force and army do not have a few thousands of people in it compared to the general public. And he was telling people to not get scared and go ahead and attack them. I thought to myself, I was like, But does this man know what he's saying? Because if you give a gun to about 5 soldiers, they could wipe out an entire village. They could wipe out an entire village. Enough ammunition. In just like 2 hours, they can wipe out an entire village. So I was like, what does this guy mean? And then shortly after that, the president responded. The president was like, every gun carries about 120 bullets. Do you know how mad the Noob supporters got when they heard that? What did they expect the president to tell them? That is actually the truth. They got mad. I was like, what did these people expect the president to tell them? He's a good person actually to warn them. Imagine he never warned them and acted. I was like, so imagine such a person going ahead and also telling the youth and his supporters that in the new Uganda will not need police patrol cars. It will buy more chalk for teachers in schools. That is a total lie. Government schools in Uganda, the last time they lacked chalk was in the 90s. In the 90s, the government has made sure every government school has enough chalk, almost for the year. I've never heard that chalk is over. In the recent years, I've not. I went to government schools entirely. So, even I finished in 2009, A-level. My entire time in A-level, from O-level, senior 1 to 4, I was in a government school. We never lacked chalk. Primary school, there was a primary school next to us. Nothing like that. Bobi Wine should stop lying to the diaspora that schools are lacking chalk now. That's not true. That is not true. In the new Uganda, Simanya will do what? We will build hospitals. Yeah, the hospital thing is quite a thing, but you know, with where people's lifestyles are going, diseases are easily taking out people. Now, these things of hospitals, I know once you go there, like you must have money to have better care and so on. I believe it's almost everywhere. It's not only a Ugandan problem. It's almost everywhere. So, this guy's manifesto, they failed to get into my head. They failed totally. And when the president was talking about very important issues about how Uganda can have access to the Indian Ocean and so on, he didn't even get it. He jumped on and started making stupid statements about that. I don't get this guy. Me, I will never waste my vote on him. And I would have voted any other opposition leader, but because, like, most people were concentrating on him, I was like, no, we have to deal with this guy first. We will do the others later. There's time. Yeah. So that is it, guys. Yes, that is it. It's been a pleasure being with you here, especially have I ever pronounced this name really? How do you call your name? Please write it locally for me. It is Zora. I don't know. I can't even try. Yeah, it's been a pleasure being with you and chatting with you. It's like it's only me and you here, and then there's one other person. I don't know if it's Mugisha Jr., but yeah, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. And it's good to know that you really tried to know about what's happening out there. what's happening in Uganda. I guess there are so many people that are confused about what's happening in Uganda. But ka, is it ka? Ooh, ka oku. Ka. Yeah. So that's it. I know so many people are also confused about what's happening in Uganda. The Ugandans that voted are not protesting. The Ugandans that did not vote, they want they're asking for their stolen ballots. Yeah, they're asking for their stolen ballots. So that is it. So we are here. Guys, see you again tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be here again to do my 6,000 steps. Bye for now. Cool without the L. Call without the L. Huh. I didn't put an L there. I didn't put an L there. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow.